super easy for him. Literally, this House, by the way, the Republican deserved to lose because of what this House Republican Conference is doing. Juxtaposed, like just last week, they blocked their own border security bill. Right. He articulated that to voters. They impeached Secretary Mayorkas. That is dead on arrival in the Senate, yet it will waste time because the Senate has to take it up, even though there are no votes to impeach him in the Senate. They're blocking aid to Ukraine right now, which the majority of actual living, breathing Republicans support. So, of course, they're not going to be picking up seats. And this is going to continue to happen. Republicans will lose winnable races because they're fealty to Donald Trump. He has near
to weaponize
no, sir. No, sir. The court found specifically it's a finding of fact that is not disputed by the government defendants, the Biden administration, your agency, the FBI, or DHS, not in the litigation. They determined you and all of your cohorts made no distinction between domestic speech and foreign speech. So don't stand there and tell me under oath that you only focused on adversaries around the world. I have to be honest and tell you, I'm not sure exactly what you do at the Department of Homeland Security other than great harm. On your watch, the data is pretty clear. We've had record levels of illegal immigration, a rapid decline in deportations, skyrocketing fentanyl deaths across our country, and the Secret Service, which is a DHS component, can't determine who left cocaine at the White House. In the middle of all this, you created this Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, CISA, which is a division of DHS. And it's one of the Biden administration agencies that colluded with and coerced the social media companies to censor Americans' protected free speech online. That's specifically detailed in a 155-page court opinion that came out of the federal court in Louisiana in the landmark litigation of Missouri v. Biden. Have you read that court opinion?
Congressman, I have not, and the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency does not censor speech.
Okay, well, the court found otherwise, and it's really curious to me. Actually, it's quite alarming that you haven't read the opinion, because your agency is listed in this opinion. The federal court looked at volumes of evidence over months of litigation, and they determined, among other things, that if the allegations made by the plaintiffs, the states in this case, are true, and hold on, the preliminary injunction was granted against your agency, sir, and other Biden administration agencies, including the DOJ and FBI, the court said it involves the most massive attack against free speech in United States history. And you're telling me this opinion issued July 4th has not reached your desk? No one's briefed you on it?
Oh, I have been briefed on the Missouri litigation.
Okay, but you haven't taken the time to read it yet.
Congressman,
no, hold on. Have you read it or not?
I have read parts of it, Congressman.
Oh, parts of it. Did you read the parts where it said that this is Orwellian and dystopian and that your agency is involved in a massive cover-up of specifically conservatives' free speech online?
Congressman, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency is not involved in such conduct.
Okay, well, the court found otherwise, and you stand here under oath and you give us these answers that we know were not true because...
Today we look at Mike Johnson had to sit on like a call talking to the Homeland Security, Secretary of Homeland Security, and it wasn't easy. Mayorkas, Alendra, before the impeachment, all those questions, his suspicion and everything I wasn't happy on, and he put it on the hot seat because there was this situation in Missouri that came out. Anyway, one of the greatest points was that there is no distinction. There's no distinction between the domestic speech and the foreign speech in the to the Homeland Security. But the man was refusing, and Mayorkas refused and said he doesn't understand what he's saying. They are not part of it. He said the domestic speech and foreign speech is no distinction. The people in his board don't take that serious, and there's a misinformation. So he went ahead and asked him that, what is misinformation? It was a hot seat when Mayorkas answered about misinformation. He went further and was asking him too much question, and he said, I don't understand. And to Mike Johnson, that was a shame, because in the type of position that he is, he ought to have known everything. To Mike Johnson, he was telling him that this is not, Mike Johnson is the Speaker of House. This is not about a Republican thing. This is something that the Constitution in the First Amendment was written, and they did not even trust the government to have the information. So that is why they didn't rely on the government for any information. So, but now the way Mayorkas and his team are behaving, they have even go against the first constitution, the first amendment. The way they were working, he talks about the illegal immigration. There's a lot of illegal immigration that have come and people to be deported. The Mayorkas and his team stop it. People not to enter like illegal immigration. Immigrants are entering without the consent according to the constitution. The Mayorkas and his team are doing that. Mayorkas and his team allow misinformation to the world and America as a whole, which is not being allowed. That is not right. And then he talks about that there was cocaine being found in the White House. But Mayorkas and his team claim they don't know who brought that cocaine. The DHS cannot even identify. So that's a lot of recklessness, carelessness. And Mayorkas is under oath, but Mayorkas is not saying the truth. You could see the tension there. And Mayorkas was just being afraid and saying, no, I don't know. Some Christians say, I don't understand. Some Christians say, I'll come to that after. You know when you're putting on a hot seat. Sometimes you might know the answer. You might not be able to answer. The pressure attack on free speech. It's a pressure attack on free speech. He asked Mayorkas that who determine what is misinformation. Mayorkas answer, say, who determine what is false? Mayorkas could not answer that question. He say, why can you not answer? Mayorkas say, I'll come to that leader. And he wasn't very happy about that. You see, the speaker of the House, Mike, he was very, I'll say he was very blunt and very focused on what he was asking. So what do you think? Do you think Mayorkas deserve to be impeached, or they could have given him a second chance? Do you think the misinformation or the DHS could not trace the cocaine found in the White House? He talks about the illegal immigration. People enter and he refused to deport people. All that misinformation was being passed. And Mayorkas claim he doesn't know. So the Missouri instances. So what do you think? Let me see your own opinion on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help subscribe and help share the video. God bless you. Happy Black History Month. This is February, the Black History Month. That's why you see me dressed in my beautiful attire. My hat representing Black history, representing the Black woman that I am. So happy Black History Month. This is February. Many people ask me where I'm from. I'm from Cameroon, West Africa, but I live in the United States. God bless you.